Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Blood Omen Legacy of Kain for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we went to get the Flame Sword, and then we entered Vorador's mansion. We've done a good share of exploring the place, but now, after finding the Chaos Armor, among other things, we need to do even more. First off, when I enter this next room, I want to have the repel shield at the ready for what we're going to do. Now these purple guys, they summon their own orange counterparts, and you need to get rid of them in order to keep them from spawning more demons, and hopefully make things easier on yourself. And if I could cast a spell, that would be great. Alright. One of the purple guys is down, and that gets rid of the other one. And there's another blood vial here. I want to get my hands on it, so let's grab it. And before I leave, nice, I want to get my magic refilled, because that will definitely help. Now it is time to enter this doorway. And there are some shades here. Let's go ahead and absolutely destroy them. And now, what do I want to do? Not that. Not that. No, I don't want to use the... what will this do? Oh, it just destroys everybody in sight. Cool. Let us continue over to here. And I want to go to the north, or rather to the south. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out of mist form and take on these two shades. Then we're going to refill our magic, and we're going to equip Control Mind. We want to possess this woman, go west, and hit this switch. Take us home. That opens the door to the south here. Carefully make your way across. Uh-oh. After equipping Repel just to be safe, and getting rid of some shades, that would help a whole lot. And let us turn into the wolf form here. We may have to move back a little more than we should, but we should be able to get that rune triangle and then morph back. Now let's look to the west a little bit and see what we need to do. Well, obviously we're going to have to deal with more of the things here. That's not what I want to equip. That's what I want to equip. Can we use it on these guys? We can. Perfect. Let's be very careful, because there are going to be a lot of enemies that we don't want to deal with. And we also want to go ahead and get that. And more than likely, I will probably need to get out of mist form before going through this door to the north. And here we get the Blood Shower spell.
Oh, to bathe in the blood of others. This spell is especially useful in the face of multiple combatants. Beware those with tainted blood.
I'm not sure if you heard the first part of that, so I might as well just go ahead and
Oh, to bathe in the blood of others. This spell is especially useful in the face of multiple combatants. Beware those with tainted blood.
And what's the name of this spell? Blood Shower?
Blood shower.
Indeed. Okay. Now, I probably won't have enough magic to do this with. Oh, I still do. Excellent. There are 2 bandits and 2 chained people here, but if we use the Blood Shower spell, we can easily feed from all 4 and open this door. Now, I need to get this equipped. And from here, we're going to go to the door to the north.
The room I had entered had but one purpose: the torture and execution of human beings for the sadistic pleasure of its engineer. Blood was splattered on every surface. The dread and agony of victims past still echoed through the lethal walls. A symphony of terror and agony filled the air. Then, from amidst the cacophony of screaming souls came the perverse laughter of the vampire himself.
And once again, we are in another area where humans are held, bound by shackles, just to be tortured just for the amusement of Vorador. And I thought that was going to trigger something. It looks like I'm going to have to press circle on this just to get this to play.
And on the wall, scribbled in blood, were the words, "Manus Cella Die."
And there is some Latin written on the wall in blood. I can't imagine it means anything good. But anyway, we need to open this door. And that's not the button I wanted to press. Darn it, game. Let's do this again. And let's see if we can use the... We can. And once again, we need to use the Blood Shower spell to open the door to the north. Now I can equip Control Mind and continue on. Still need to be careful, though. Alright. Now there is a switch here. We want to hit that. And I believe that opens the door to the west. It does. Let us now remove this from my list and go further north. Let's go ahead and get rid of the ghouls here. Pick some stuff up. And let's get our magic back because we need that. And there should be a door on the north wall, I think. Yep, it's right there. We need to get this and look around some more, and that door was not open before. We have a door open to the north and a door open to the west. And we open this up. Let's see what happens if we go east. Okay. That continues us on. I don't necessarily want to go over there quite yet. Instead, I want to go to the north because that's where we're going to pick up some more stuff. If we know what we're doing. And there are quite a few things we can pick up, and we're going to need the mist form to grab it all. And there's a lot here that we can grab. I'm going to have to go back there as a wolf just to get the last of everything. Want to be very careful that we don't accidentally get stabbed by any spikes as we do any of this. And yeah, we're going to have to come back as a wolf just so we can get the Hearts of Darkness and to refill our magic. That would help. And can I jump from here? I can. And let us now go back. Turn in the mist. And walk out. Perfect. Now we can go back and head to the east, where we will be able to continue on with any of this. Now, this being made out of enemy will sometimes turn more solid. We want to take it down with the flame shot, and I also want to read this book, if I can.
Amongst Vorador's possessions, I found an ancient chronicle. Long ago, vampires grew in such number so as to capture the attention of the Circle. The Order of the Sarafan, or the Angels of Light as they were called, was instated to counter the menace. Thus, the vampire purge began.
And we hear about the Sarafan from this book. Apparently Vorador knows a few things. Anyway, this ancient chronicle, believe it or not, there is a hidden switch to the right of the chronicle. This opens a door to the south, and it's right here. So, let's remove this secret from our list. Do I have this one? Yeah, I have that one. And all right, good. My list is where it needs to be. We need to use Control Mind on this Roma, and we need to take out the enemies as we go about our business.
The tapestries wove a tale of chaos ignited, an orgy of fire and pain. Undead beings with rotted skins caked with sulfur and ash beckoned at me through a burning abyss. Their tortured stares were a testimonial to the price of weakness. Their fate would not find me. Yet blood calls to blood.
And I needed to keep looking around. And in here, there is a switch. I want to make sure I hit that. And further to the south, there is another door. Let's get rid of the skeleton warrior. Then walk up to this switch. Now, destroying the skeleton warrior will get you all the stuff to the south. But you want to hit this switch in the northwest. Pretty easy to miss. Let's get everything. And, well, I tried to fight back, but that didn't help. But we're done here with our Roma friend. Let's go ahead and get some magic and head to the east. And let us take care of the enemies that are here. Hopefully without getting pushed back a lot by this Shadow Being's projectiles. And, well, I've gotten rid of them, but I just now remembered that thanks to what we did while we had that person possessed, we opened this door up. So we might as well go ahead and go over here. And let us... I could have absorbed that enemy's blood. Ah, well. What can you do? Well, we might as well go ahead and get all the things that are here. And apparently we have no need for any more... Ooh. We don't need to collect anything else. I can't collect any more Hearts of Darkness, and I can't collect any more Flays either. So, we're done in this room as far as I can tell. And that's another secret down. Let us go back to where we were. Thankfully, I got rid of the enemies a little more early. A little earlier than I should have, but works all the same. And we need to follow the path. We need to watch out for the enemies that are here. Enemies will come at us, but I can wipe them all out one by one. And now it's time to head to the door to the north. And in here, we get to save our progress. We do want to do this because the bulk of the work that we have to do around here is over. But there are still some things that we can get while we are here. And once we walk to the north, we trigger a cutscene.
In the bowels of that black forest, I found something worse than hell. A vision of what I was becoming.
It's not often I see one of our own, especially one as young and foolish as yourself. Nonetheless, drink. Drink deep and indulge your gift.
Gift? Vorador thought my curse a blessing. That we were gods. That mortals offered their blood as sacrifice so that we could enjoy our supernatural powers. And somewhere, deep inside my new self, I knew he was right. That mortal dreams were prayers. Prayers to us. Begging us for power. I pondered this as the decadent old fool prattled on about his past. A boorish account of how he defeated Malek of the Sarafan and took his vengeance upon the Circle of Nine for supporting the Sarafan Holy War to exterminate us.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses! After slaughtering 6 of the sheep, I defeated their pathetic little shepherd, Malek. Since then, our kind has not bothered with the cattle, except to feed. And I suggest you do the same. Meddling with the affairs of man can do us no good. Sarafan witch hunts are much too tedious to concern ourselves with. Am I understood, Kain? Good. Take this ring. If you ever need assistance, it will summon you. Despite your youthful arrogance, you amuse me, Kain. With already gone.
Incredible. So we now have some information and some context for the cutscene that we saw at the beginning of the game. We were seeing what Vorador did in the past. We found out how he died and become a vampire, and his revenge that he took upon the Seraphan, and how he defeated Malik, which of course led to Malik becoming what he is now. And now Kain is starting to become more comfortable with being a vampire, to the point that why even become human again? There's a much better unlife, I guess, to being a vampire. Anyway, he gave us a ring. We might as well take it.
My visit with Vorador only strengthened my resolve. His power uncontested by mortals, he had fallen to another enemy. Decadence has claimed itself many a great warrior.
And from here, we have two things that we can do. Believe it or not, this right here, what I'm looking at, is actually a panel that you can pass through with the mist form up here in the northwest corner. And you can actually hear a click, meaning we got a switch pulled, so that's another secret. And from here, what do I want to do? No, not that. I want to use this. That will get rid of all the enemies. Hopefully. And from here, I want to use the mist form to walk across the water, if I can. If this attractor wouldn't be doing attractor things, I wouldn't have to go in the water to do all this stuff. But unfortunately, I have to. So here we are. Now to get sucked in by the attractor and get out of mist form, so that way we can leave the room. Had to lose a little bit of health. Maybe I didn't have to. But it was kind of worth it just to ensure that I did all of that and triggered the secret. Now to go east through this door. Before we go, we find another secret. This green glow near this pillar reveals another wall we can pass through with mist. And if we do that and go north, I'll have these random people trying to hit me, only to take damage and leave themselves vulnerable to my own blood-sucking ways. Well, it's a good thing I went over here. Got a bunch of stuff. Got some health refilled. And now it is time to leave this room and go further south. Once we are in here, it won't be long until we'll be able to leave. This enemy's here, but I can easily wipe it out. That's the plan anyway. And, it's not like I'm ever really coming back, so I might as well just go ahead and eat the people that are here. And there is this room to the south. And that just leads back to the spire. That just leads back to the safe spire that we used before we met Vorador. In case you want to use that for whatever reason. Also makes it easier to turn the people we've eaten, get them to show back up so we can absorb them as ghosts. And get the blue blood that refills magic in case we need it. And from here, we can tear enemies apart. And we can also go to the south in order to exit, which is exactly what I want to do. And once you walk on this glyph, you'll find yourself in another safe spire. From here, we can save our game, and we can journey onward. We've done pretty well for ourselves so far. I doubt that the glyph we teleported on to from here, no, it won't take us to anything. It won't take us back to Vorador's mansion, which is okay because we're basically all done and whatnot there. So, once we walk through the cave entrance to the south, we'll probably be somewhere new. And we'll start exploring that area in the next video. So join me next time where we leave this cave and we explore more of the world of Nosgoth. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!